Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I'm so excited today. We're going to do, I was going to say something exciting, but we're not, but we are. I was excited. Let's see if you are. Probably not, but I would say the makeup's holding up pretty good. So what I done is after I did my skincare this morning, I put the Sunday Riley, I think it's like a vitamin C oil. I'm not really for sure. It had a sample bottle. And I was like, why not? So I put it over top of everything and I let it really sit in. Probably about an hour. And then I went in with my Natasha Denona face glow. Now that's glowy as it is, but it just like buffed into the skin so nicely. Then I set everything with the and I used the Natasha Denona concealer too. But then I set with the Kosas cloud set in Breezy, and then the rest of the face I set with in the T-zone and under the eyes. The rest of the face I set with the Too Faced Peach Perfect. Is that correct? Is that what that's called? Yes. I wish they come back out with that. Like, why did they get rid of that? It was such a good powder. I can't imagine. Like, first off, it's not an overwhelming scent. It's a nice, peachy, pleasant scent. But why not just make it then unscented? If, like, that's the reason. I can't imagine it didn't sell because it is a really good powder. But at last, they don't sell it anymore. And I'm getting low. But I did use that. And then for bronzer, I use my Pat McGrath in Nude Honey. For blush, I use Pat McGrath again, but I pulled out the palette. Something's going on outside. Oh, this one. I pulled this one out, the Bridgerton one, and I used the shade Nymphette. Now, I have Nymphette as a single also. It is one of my favorites, and it's this shade right here, the middle shade, and then I use this for highlighter also. So that is what is on my face. For lips, I lined with the Kylie Cosmetic Coconut and then applied the Louis Vuitton, I think it's just 100 on top of that. And then we're going to now get into the main thing, the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Do y'all have this one? Do you have the first one? I have them both. I played with this first one yesterday and I had so much fun that I was like, I kind of want to play with number 2. So that's what we're doing. So today, the first shade we're going to go into is Love Handles, which is this shade right here. I just feel like I said, it's almost like big sister, little sister. If like you're the big sister that's serious and the younger is like wild and crazy type of thing, it's like one is not, it's not dull or boring, but yet it kind of is like more every day, but just a little bit of fun. Where this one is just like fun. I mean, you definitely have neutrals, but for some reason, it's just so much brighter of colors, I think. And I know this one, I don't think this one was as popular as her first one, but that, I don't know if that's because of like all the scandals or if people just didn't like the color story or the formula. I don't know. But I mean, I like it. Do I think Morphe has the best formula in the world? No. But are they good? Yeah, they are for their price point. And I think that's just it. We were hearing, and that's the downfall, is everybody was saying how great they are, blah, 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 right? And they are good. But they weren't like what, oh my goodness, you have to get it. It's phenomenal. It's not that. And I think that's why ColourPop, like, I think of both of them the same, to be fair. They're both reasonably priced. They're both good for what it is. I think ColourPop is just, the formula is just better than Morphe. Don't get me wrong. If I had to choose, I do think I would pick ColourPop. But that's not, they're both still good. You know what I'm saying? But I think everybody was just shoving Morphe down our throats that it got to the point where, no, and that sucks. Because now look at it. Just saying. But regardless, I do have a couple of Morphe palettes that I really do wholeheartedly enjoy. Let's go into Tipsy. And to be fair, this is one of them. I do enjoy the Jaclyn Hill palettes. And again, I'm not like a fan of hers, but I'm not a hater either. It's almost like I'm oblivious in everything when it comes to that, okay? I am looking only at the makeup. If you're looking more into depth and into the person, into the brand, you're not going to get that here. Like, because obviously I've heard things she's done and all that. But, when you don't have all the story to everything, like, I don't like to put my 2 cents in if I don't have the whole story. And I get that when somebody doesn't give up their side, it kind of makes them look guilty. I get that. Plus, that's kind of behind the scenes, and it has nothing to do with me as a person or a human being. I don't know. I understand why some people are very vocal about things. I do. But at the same time, I'm just in it for the makeup. I don't know these people. I don't know the people they know. So, like, I know it seems kind of maybe irresponsible not to know. I don't know. I know it's not. I know I'm not, like, right in that, but I'm not here to judge. I don't want to judge. I would never. I could never. I would be the worst. You know what I mean? We're going to go into, so far we used Love Handles, Tipsy Girl, and Not My Journey. We're just going to darken up the outer portion with this. But this palette here, I just find it's just the fun palette for me. It's colorful, and it's the colors that I enjoy, too. If you've noticed, there's no blue or green. Now, with that said, I do like blue now. I do. I'm working on liking the color green. But purple, pinks, yes please. Absolutely. Give them to me all day long. And the formula is not bad in this. It's not. But I'm also a beginner, so I go in with a very light hand. If you went in with a heavy hand, I don't know how these would blend or what they would look like. I don't. But very light-handed. I feel like something happened. Hold on just a second, guys. I don't know. I heard something downstairs like a slam, but there's nobody here, so I'll just stay filming. Alright, let's go into Tipsy Girl again. And I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. And again, like the other one, I feel like it's fall and winter. Where this is like spring and summer to me. Again, just my interpretation of it. Can you use either palette whenever you want? Absolutely. You sure can. But it's completely up to you. Alright. Got that. Now I'm going to line with the Not My Journey. I'm just going to line that across. Oops. Or I'm going to drop everything. It's usually my style. But I'm trying to hurry at the same time. because I gotta go with my fiance to my son's house to try to fix his Jeep. He's been waiting for days. So well, he's been waiting longer than days for the Jeep to be fixed, but when it comes to life, like anything that can go wrong will. So we order the part and then it gets delivered to somebody else, not to the auto parts store. You know how that goes. And then you have to order it again. You know how it goes. And then whether don't want to work with you, it's a mess. That's what it's called. But we got part in, and then we had somebody to do it, to put it in for us, but then that didn't work out because that person got the C word. So now my fiance has to do it once he gets off of work, which he is, and it's raining, but my son's waited for so long. I'm like, no, let's go do it. So we're going to buy a tarp and just go up and do it to get it out of the way. Because there's all, you just know that something else is going to happen tomorrow that's going to make it impossible to get. So it's like, let's just do it. Let's just do it, All right. Now we're going to go into the shade Drama Queen, which is the shade right here. And I'm going to place it all over the lid. And I'm just patting it on. So I'm trying to hurry. Of course, my makeup will be all over my face by the end of the day, I'm sure. Being out in the rain, because he's picking up someone to help him, because it's a water pump. And, well, I know nothing about nothing when it comes to cars, right? So he does need a little bit of help. But I'm going along for the ride. I'm not for sure if my son's off. If he is, I'll probably be inside talking to him. If he's not, then I'll probably be inside talking to his dog. Take your pick. I'm just taking that purple shade that I lined the lower lash line with, and I'm lining the top lash line now. But I had so much fun using this palette. Because I forget about these palettes, and I think it's, like I said, it's because Morphe was just shoved down our throats by everyone. And I mean, it's not to say they're wrong, because it is good. But it may have been misleading, as in thinking it's like so good, you know what I mean? When it's just not the case. Or maybe, maybe at the time it was really good for what was out there. But now there's so many brands at so many different price points that you can find good makeup for whatever price point you're looking for. You know what I mean? Alright, I got that line pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to pick up the shade I'm in It. This one right here. And we're just going to pop it in the inner corner. This is an all-in-one palette for me. It does go light to dark. So, depending on what you're looking for, it is more on the colorful side than, you know, the neutral like her first one. And to be fair, I would say I see her more in the first one than the second one, than this one. But, I mean, that girl can create any type of eye look, let's get real. She is phenomenal when it comes to makeup. We can say what we want, but girl can slay makeup. She can, I'm just like, I don't know why she would even have other people do her makeup, because, I mean, unless she just wants to change or learn new tricks or something, because, like, every time I've seen her do her makeup, even if she's like, oh, this isn't that great, I couldn't tell. She looked beautiful, you know? Alright, for mascara, for the top lashes, I'm going to use the YSL. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Kelly Ray Come Hell or High Water. And then we'll be done. And I'm kind of sad because I know that this makeup is not going to hold out in the rain at all. But I am determined just to get my son's car fixed. Meanwhile, my washer still isn't fixed either. Go figure. I know. Still having to go to laundromats. I wash and dry at home. I tell you, it's expensive though. I don't know how people, I don't know how we're going to be living in this world soon. Everything just keeps going up. Separate that there. Okay. So, all in all, y'all, I mean, I didn't use that many, you know, shadows from the palette. I've obviously used these palettes before in the past decently, because at the time I would have had these, I wouldn't have had as big of a collection as I do now. But they're really pretty palettes, and it's a shame they're discontinued. Can you find these color stories? Do I have them in my collection? Sure. I have them in my collection. Maybe not as one palette. I may have to bring out 2 or 3 to complete them. But I could. And I could just as easily probably find these shadows within ColourPop and make my own. But I have it, why not use it? If you have it, why not use it? And I feel like these would have had to have sold somewhat okay, I would have assumed. But I understand that they're probably going out of business anyway. But then I'm like, well, if they are, should I keep any of Morphe's palettes at that point? Because I have quite a few, and not just like collab palettes. I actually have some of their other palettes. Now, I didn't get into like all the neutral ones back in the day, because I did find that to be a little bit repetitive in a way that I didn't need. But I will say that I use these as stepping stones maybe while trying to learn how to do makeup. I mean, I'm still learning. I ain't no professional by no means. But it was nice to use them to just try to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. It was a good stepping stone, you know? But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. Maybe you have these palettes and forgot about them. Maybe you should pull them back out because they're really not bad. They're really not. I mean, we can all say what we want to say. Are they the best that you've ever seen? No. Are they the worst? No. So with that said, that is everything on my face. I went through it all. I'm pretty sure. Yes, for nails, I'm wearing Tea Time by LA Color Craze Gel. So Tea Time is my nail color. And that is it. That is all I have for you today. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.